Good morning. This is Frank Salinas with the GrooveKart team and Groove.cm. Thank you for being here. We're going to get started right now. Today, we're going to do a Q&A session. I don't think we had an official Q&A session in a long time. So today, we're going to go live with your questions. Let me go ahead and turn this banner on. So in case you haven't connected, go to StreamYard.com/Facebook, StreamYard.com/Facebook. Connect your Facebook so if you make a comment, ask a question, we can see your name and we can address you properly. So I'm just checking to make sure my phone is ready in case we have questions. I can see it if I don't see it right there in the chat. But let's get started with questions. Okay, we're gonna see where everybody's coming in, tuning in from, where you're watching from. Let us know where you're watching from, and then just anything related to GrooveKart, I'm here to answer your questions. Hopefully we have enough people on here to ask questions. We started doing this a few weeks back, maybe 2 months ago or longer, in the morning. So I don't know. You let me know also, by the way. Do you like the morning sessions, or do you prefer 3 Central, 4 p.m. Eastern? Let us know also what you prefer, simply because we want to make sure we have the most people on here and we can help the most people. And live is usually the best way versus watching the replay. I know when we go to watch replays, sometimes we'll sit there and start to watch it. Next thing you know, the phone rings, something happens, and we get distracted and we don't end up watching it all sometimes. So let me know if you prefer the mornings or afternoons in the comments. And then anything related to GrooveKart, whether it's upsells, whether it's how many colors, whatever you have questions on. If I know the answer, I'll answer it. And if I don't, I'll let you know, and then I'll get the answer. All right. So Mona, good morning from Tampa Bay, Florida. How is Florida? Florida is awesome. All the founders live in Florida. And I was there in the beginning of the year, and Florida was awesome. I was over there in Boca Raton. So, all right. So, any questions related to e-commerce, selling online, GrooveKart? We are here for you. So, let's just say hi to some more people. We have Kansas City, Missouri. Good morning. And we have Facebook users saying good morning. So, let us know what kind of questions you have related to GrooveKart, related to e-commerce. Anything related to that, we're here for you. So I know we have the recent update. We had the quantity element now available on the upsell page. So now you can offer the ability for your visitors, your customers, I should say, when they buy, they can buy more than one of your upsells. So keep that in mind, because if you're selling something that people need more than one of, that's a great opportunity on the upsell page. All right. So let me give you an example of this, just so I can get your wheels turning, so we can get some questions. But think about, let's say you have a cool gadget and you want to sell more than one. Let's just say it's one of these, I don't know, these doorknobs that they're Bluetooth and they got Wi-Fi and all this other stuff, and they go based off of your thumbprint, right? Well, how many doors do people have? People have more than one door that they want to secure with that kind of doorknob. So that would be a perfect example of something you can sell multiple of, right? Let's say you're selling like a T-shirt. People might only like their shirt that says "I'm the best grandpa in the world," right? They're not going to buy 2 or 3. So think about that. What things are you selling that you could offer that people can buy multiple of, and they would love to buy more than one because they'll save money? So, sometimes people start e-commerce in different ways. One is they're passionate about a subject. They're passionate about a niche. They know a lot about it, and they want to build a store that way. And they want to build a store around that audience. And that's great. If you have a lot of knowledge of something and you know how the mind of your prospect thinks when it comes to that subject, that niche, then by all means, you could start a store that way. Another way is people just look for hot products. Maybe they have a store name. They have a store that is not necessarily related to anything. So they throw up different products that they feel are hot, and they test until they make sales. Okay. One of our co-founders, John Cornetta, he had a store that was, I forgot what it was called, but it was like, oh my God, shop, or shop. We love to shop, or oh my God, we love to shop, something like that. And he would put just various niches on the store, and the ones that he would sell, he would scale up. Okay, so that's another way. Another way is to, let's say you have a store and you love mugs and you love shirts, and you set up a shirt that's just mugs and shirts, and then you start setting up multiple niches. You do professions, you do pets, you do all sorts of different niches like that, and it's just 2, 3, 4 products, but it's of all sorts of subject matter, right? There's stores, believe it. I mean, think about this. Like, you can go. I made a TikTok video about this yesterday. We had I had, did some research on some different places to go get t-shirt ideas for designs and things, because I had a client ask me about that. So I made this quick little TikTok, and there's t-shirt sites. All they sell is t-shirts. I'm sure they have hoodies and stuff as upsells, but when I looked on the site, most of them, all it is shirts, right? There's like $6shirts.com, and that's their niche, is just shirts, right? But it's multiple different subject matters, right? Multiple different niches. So if you wanted to do that, that'd be great. You could just go get your first 1 or 2 designs and 5 niches, then go get 5 more niches, then go get 5 more niches, and then eventually you have a store that way. Okay, so those are just some ideas, and now we see some stuff coming in. As I was talking, I knew that people would start asking stuff. So let's see. Let's see. We're on the other coast from Groove headquarters. All right, Mona. Yeah, you're on the west coast of Florida. I have some friends in St. Pete, so you're on that side. Rick from London, Canada. Either time is good. Awesome. I haven't started my GrooveKart yet. Can you direct me to a beginner's video? So we have multiple videos on the Groove CM YouTube channel, but I am going to make an overview video. I'm going to work on that tomorrow, believe it or not. I'm going to work on an overview video and then a tour video for beginners to know what they need for sure. I have one that's like a checklist. So you'll have like the bare bones things that you need to get up and running. We'll have a tour video first, then I'll follow up with a checklist video that'll come with a little, I'll probably make a little document so that you can have a document of what's the bare bones that you need, right? And bare bones, what you need is update your settings, put your address, your phone number. The address is to be CAN spam compliant. Then what I would do, you need a logo, and then a top level domain, meaning yourstore.com. Another thing I would do is update your legal pages, right? So that it has the proper address and things like that. Connect your top level domain so that your support email works. When you connect your top level domain to your GrooveCart, you get a free email that says support@yourstore.com, right? So you want to set that up so that you can access that mailbox and you can use it for different services. What else what else is bare bones? Connect your payment gateway, whether that's GroovePay if you're in the US, or Stripe and PayPal. If you're upgraded, you can connect other gateways like authorize.net to checkout, etc. And then another essential thing you would need is, if you're going to do any kind of advertising, connect your Facebook pixel and any other pixel of any kind of platform that you plan on testing advertising, or you're going to hire an agency. And then connect Google Analytics. Even though you don't know how to, maybe you're not experienced with Google Analytics, I'll connect it anyway so that you can eventually learn how to read the reports, or someone else can help you read the reports, etc. So those are some of the basic things. And then I would edit the store design, the template, to be yours, right? So you have to go into the template, into the builder, and modify a few things. You don't need to do a lot of modifications to get up and running. You can quickly and easily change colors of different sections of the store once you add your logo. And then I've seen a lot of people just put an about us at the top. underneath their little hero section with their hero image, and then another section with their best sellers, and that's it. Okay, and then you can add more sections later if you want to get up and running fast. So let's see here. How can you change the language on the checkout page? That is something we have people requesting. I've checked with the developers; they don't have it on the timeline, but I do want to work with the developers to see if there's some way we can, if anything, allow for translation. So, like, let's say, I think that would be maybe the best thing, at least on the checkout, because everything else, like for your ad copy, your product description, you can go in there and use any language you want. I think this would be probably something good for you, is if the person could choose their language and it translated whatever those labels are on the checkout page to that language. I'm going to ask them again. It wasn't on the timeline for the production of this quarter or next quarter, but we have had at least 5 to 10 people mention this in the last couple months. So I will follow up again with our developers and see how feasible it is for us to do that. I know right now the default language is English, and we know, of course, we are a worldwide team here that is part of the Groove team. So I do recognize that. I will double check with the developers to see how soon we can do something. One user suggested, which I thought was kind of cool, a way to allow the GrooveKart user to go in there and to edit what the field says. That way he could put his own language. Now, I'm not sure if this would be a good idea, simply because somebody might put something crazy or something that just doesn't make sense. And when it comes to checking out and using people's credit and debit cards and things like that, that's probably where the issue we would run into. So I think the best way would be to have some sort of toggle switch or something, so that on the checkout you can say translate to, and then choose the language, and it translates all those fields. I think that would probably be the best. So I will double check. We have Facebook user saying good morning. Can we upload our inventory on a spreadsheet rather than doing it one at a time? You can, if you're importing from Shopify, you can import. You can do a product import. There's a product import tool in GrooveKart. If you go to apps, app manager, let me just double check what it's called. And it's called the Shopify migration tool. And then you also have a CSV product import tool where you can import products. In there, you can have the quantities set. Okay. Now, if you've already done this and you already have them and the inventories aren't there, you can manually just go in there, and probably be the best thing. Now, I believe if you re-import with updated quantities, it should just update the fields, update the text and the titles and things like that, and your quantities. I'm looking to create bundles. What sets of 3 items go best together? I would look on different platforms, see what people are selling. Click on a bunch of ads. One of the best ways to do this is just go look at different things that you're interested in. Click on these stores while you're on Facebook and things like that. And then you're going to start getting retargeted for items. And I would say, a good bundle, let's say somebody's really passionate about golf. I use this one a lot. I don't know nothing about golf, but let's just say you have, think about, what does the golfer need? What is the golfer, they're outside, right? They're in the sun. So maybe you have a polo or a golf shirt, right? They're a specific type of shirt, right? It's like a polo. You got an embroidered polo maybe, and then you have maybe a tumbler that they can put drinks in while they're out there, and then maybe a towel. Think about that for a golfer. That makes sense because they gotta dry their brow, things like that. For a mom, it might be a lady's V-neck, a mug, and something else, right? So it all depends on your audience. But I like the idea of a t-shirt, mug, and something else, something that just makes sense for everybody, so that you don't have to think too much, overthink it. Remember, simplicity is usually best when you're trying to make sales. Keeping things simple works really, really well, even when it comes to selling. So just think about your user, who your audience is, what would make sense to them, right? So, like, let's say you're selling to teachers, in Printful and on T-Launch, there are different items like notebooks and things like that that would make sense, that might make sense for your audience, right? That are not just t-shirts and hoodies. It's like stationery and other items like that. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about creating bundles. Can you create a nice front page in GrooveCart without using Groove Pages? Yes, of course. All you do in GrooveCart is go to your store, and then it's the fourth icon down, or I say the fifth icon down. In your dashboard, you got the GrooveCart logo, and then you got the home page logo. Then it's products, then it's orders, and then it's the builder. And that will take you into the visual builder where you can edit the home page and the checkout page, etc. So let me just show you where that is, since it sounds like you are a new user to GrooveCart. So here inside of GrooveCart, let's just say we're on the home page in the dashboard. So what you would do is you would just go here. It's home, products, orders, builder. Click on that. And then this will open the home page, will be actually the first page that's open. And here you can start editing. If you've used any kind of drag and drop page builder, any kind of thing, like even old school stuff like coffee cup HTML editor, or NVU, or front page, anything like those things from years and years ago, you should feel right at home here and be able to edit your pages very easily. So let's go back. All right. I want to build a GrooveCart store selling digital downloads, and also want customers to sign up to an email list. How can I sign up for email in GrooveCart? So GrooveMail. No, I read that wrong. Okay. Let's reread it. I want to build a GrooveCart store selling digital downloads, and I also want customers to sign up to an email list. How can I set up the sign up for email in GrooveCart? So GrooveCart is not yet integrated with GrooveMail. In the future, we would say use GrooveMail. That isn't there yet, but it is coming. So if you want to do this, here's let me just actually share my screen. I will go back in here. And let me take you to what is available if you want to do email marketing, which I encourage everyone to build their email list. The money is in the list. Let me go here. If we go to settings and we go to email marketing, I will show you which, we just did a training on this, which ones are available. So we do have Klaviyo. Klaviyo is one service, but we also have SendGrid and MailChimp. So those are the three you can use to build an email list. And in Klaviyo, what you can do is create a pop-up so that when people come to your store, they can join your email list. So I might make yours join our newsletter and get this free PDF on how to make, 10 ways to make money online, plus get 10% off future digital downloads, something like that. Make it enticing so when they come to your store, the Klaviyo pop-up will pop up instantly when they land on your site. So that's how I would do it. Now, let's say you already have a platform. Let me exit out of here. Let's say you already have a platform that you're using, and I know as digital marketers, internet marketers, a lot of us have different email marketing accounts, whether it's Aweber, GetResponse, SendLane, all these different places, right? Or you're using GrooveMail. If you wanted to, you could capture their email first and then forward them onto your GrooveCart store. If you wanted to do that, you could make a nice landing page, a squeeze page inside of Groove Pages, capture their email so that you don't have to worry about using Klaviyo or MailChimp or SendGrid. You could use your existing email marketing platform, capture their email, promise them a some sort of coupon code and a free download that they're going to get value from. On the thank you page, say, thank you for opting in. Here's your promo code to use on our digital download store, right? Use this code at checkout, and then make the code very, simple. I don't make them hard for my customers. I make them simple to remember. And then you can link to your store from your thank you page. So you do your first squeeze page, your thank you page, and Groove pages, so that you can use any email marketing platform that you currently use. This is if you wanted to, right? And then you forward them onto your store, and you give them a coupon code so you can encourage them to buy. Now, that's if you didn't want to use MailChimp or Klaviyo, etc. If you do want to use those, they're already built into GrooveKart, and they all have a way for you to set up pop-ups. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure about SendGrid, but MailChimp should have a way for you to build your list with pop-ups. What would be the best organic traffic source? Well, remember, as we learned couple trainings ago from Simon, we're always doing SEO, whether we know it or not. So one of the best things to do is, if you're adding products, make it something where you're constantly adding your products, so that when you take into account the title and the product description, you're going to start getting SEO, SEO juice, believe it or not, from the GrooveKart platform, because we have so many stores and on the same platform. It actually has some authority built in. So when you connect your top level domain, you're going to start being able to generate, the more long tail, the more specific you go with titles and products and things like that, you're going to get people finding your store. Now, other than that, right now, if you haven't already done so, and I don't advocate like being on the platform, being entertained, or being on there as a user. But if you haven't already started to, I would suggest, if you have a specific store related around stuff, build a TikTok for that store and start doing TikToks for those products and for that audience. It doesn't have to be the product every time, because that'll get kind of old. But it can be for the audience, and then you put the link to your store in your TikTok profile, and use keywords and use what people are searching for. So let me see. I'm going to open up my TikTok. I just started doing TikToks for GrooveKart and e-commerce recently, and it's funny because if you type in stuff, I'm going to show you. If I go to TikTok and I type in e-commerce, they have a search feature. It'll show you the top e-commerce. Doesn't let. I have. It won't let me show. It won't show. It won't let me show it because of the virtual background. But if you go to your TikTok, let's see if it comes in. Yeah, there we go. So if you go here, so it'll show you the top videos, right? But if you scroll down, I'm going to show you. Underneath those videos, it shows you, let me see right there. Underneath those videos, it shows you others searched for. It says, others searched for, and it'll give you other phrases. So TikTok is starting to, people are making videos based on TikTok SEO. Okay. So all you do is you go into TikTok, make an account, and type in your keywords for your niche. And in my case, I typed in e-commerce. And then it'll show you the top 4 videos, right? Like that. And then if you scroll down underneath those top 4 videos, it'll have a section on the app that says others searched for. And you can see keyword phrases that people are looking for related to that subject. So TikTok is like the place that's like crazy. Do you have to dance? No. I mean, you've seen mine. Mine are kind of goofy and amateurish, but it doesn't matter. If people like the content, they like the content, right? You don't have to dance or anything like that. And use keywords, hashtags, right? So whatever your keyword is, put a hashtag in front of it, a £, and then use phrases. Okay, so this is another thing I've learned too. So type in the phrase that they're looking for, best ways, or let's say we're doing something for a pet, right? For a cat, the best cat scratcher toy stand, right? That's what I put in the title. When I put in my description, this is the best cat scratcher cat stand. I don't know, I just made that up. And then I would put on there the hashtags: cat toy, cat entertainment, cat stand, cat scratcher, all with hashtags. And then I would do that, and that would help me get people to find it. Okay, you do that. Now they say, I haven't started doing this yet, but they say the best amount of TikToks to do is 3 times a day. Now these things are only, your TikToks can be as short as a few seconds. They can be 7 seconds, 6 seconds, and they can go now up to 10 minutes. Okay, so I mean, if you are some sort of coach, or influencer of any kind, or you teach people to do certain things, you're an instructor, I mean, start using TikTok to go live and teach people stuff, right? But think about it, it's like the new Google. So think about and use long tail keywords in your TikToks, and use hashtags, and think about that. TikTok is one of the best places for organic traffic. Now you do have to make content. Okay, so don't think about it as, oh, I'm a dancer and I got to dance. No, you don't have to do that. You can just talk, and then use captions. Use captions, and I'm going to give you now. This is related to marketing, not just e-commerce. But I'm going to give you this app. I use it now to make my TikToks. I use it on my phone. And lately, in the last year and a half, 2 years, I've had to put on my reading glasses and stuff. But I mean, you can edit a video. Sometimes it takes me 30 minutes to edit after I've made a video, depending on the things I want to do. But it's a phone app, and it lets you add captions, and you can change the style of the captions and things like that. I recommend you add captions, because the accounts that grow the fastest and the videos that get more views have captions. Because I don't know what the number was, but I think over 40% or 50% of the people that are looking at TikToks might be looking at them with the volume off, because they're at work or at the doctor's office or whatever. So the captions help, especially if you're teaching or giving value. Excuse me. That app is called CapCut. Okay, so it is called CapCut, CapCut, and it's the best one I've found to quickly cut videos, add captions, and it's pretty accurate with translating what you're saying. So that's a cool app you can use. And for sure, the best thing to go off of to do right now for organic would be TikTok. Again, you have to make content, but I mean, you don't have to be a clown and dance or nothing like that. Just give value. If your store is related to certain niches, your TikToks can be about those passions. Okay, so if I'm all about golfing, well, your TikToks can be humorous stuff about golf. Easy. If you know about the subject, talk about the subject. It doesn't have to be humorous. It doesn't have to be funny. It just has to provide some sort of value where they get value from it, some sort of aha moments, or some sort of satisfaction watching your video. So I would say, to answer your question, yes, think about this when you're setting up your products. You're always doing SEO, whether we know it or not. So always think about that when you're creating titles for your products and you're adding descriptions. And then TikTok right now is the best way. I've seen TikTok ad gurus, people that teach TikTok ads. I don't teach it because I'm not an expert. I've made money with TikTok for e-commerce, but I don't think I'm an expert when it comes to TikTok. But I know how to use it because I knew how to use Facebook ads. And if you've ran ads in Facebook, I spent since 2013, I've spent like 600 grand in Facebook ads. So it's a very similar platform. You feel right at home when you're in there. So it's not that big of a deal. But that's for paid traffic. So I've seen, e-com gurus mention to do organic TikToks. And it's true, because one video can explode. One video, you can have one video get 500 views. 1,000 views on your first video. You have no followers, you don't follow nobody, and your first video can get 500, 1,000, 2,000 views very fast. Okay, so that's the thing about TikTok. It doesn't matter how long you've been on the platform. You can have one video that just goes viral, right? So I encourage you, if you want to do TikTok for your store, go to YouTube and just type in, TikTok organic for e-commerce. TikTok, how to make my TikToks viral, how to make the best TikTok videos for customers, things like that. Type that in YouTube and go, learn some stuff and try things out. All right. The GrooveKart builder is getting more and more capable in that respect. Just need a generosity of custom CSS and patience of a saint for some looks. Okay. If you want some feedback from somebody and see if you want to get help from somebody related to CSS and things like that, let me tell you something. I'm an expert when it comes to marketing and e-commerce. Okay, because I know more than 80% of the people about the subject matter. But when it comes to CSS, programming, things like that, design, I know how to take action, test products, test ideas, and hit the ground running. When it comes to this, I definitely recommend going into the Facebook group for Groove and asking people, hey, could someone help me with my GrooveKart custom CSS? And I guarantee you there will be an awesome Groovester in the group that will help you with that. The quantity is great. It would be nice if you could purchase multiple colors of the same design at the same time. So let's see. The quantity is great. Multiple colors of the same design at the same time. Well, think about it. If I have a black shirt and a blue shirt, if I choose black and I choose 3, you should be able to do that. I see. So when you do that, the only thing you can do is click buy now, right? I see. So what you're saying is to add the ability for me to add 3 blue and then hit update cart and then hit 3 black and hit the button update cart. Now it says checkout. Since it is a one-click upsell, it is the upsell page that they see after they buy, because I believe that's what you're talking about. I think that would mess up the flow of people purchasing, to be honest, because you want them to take action with the power of the one-click upsell and to want to buy right away, and be doing that through that flow. I don't think would make sense. I can run it by my developer and John Garcia and things like that. I think, to me, it would maybe mess up your flow and actually lower your conversions, I think. So Facebook, I have a series of codes showing up on my storefront that I cannot get rid of. Okay. So Facebook users, what I suggest is reach out to Groove support and then choose GrooveCart when you submit it, and give us the store URL of your store, and then screenshot whatever it is that you have showing up, and so we can help you determine where it's at or what's happening. I'm thinking you may have put some code in a special element, and that's why it's showing up. So I'm thinking, because you can add HTML elements in the builder. So I'm thinking maybe you did that, and that's why it's showing up. So reach out to us through support and choose GrooveKart support, and then give us screenshots and the store URL for your store, meaning your subdomain.groovekart.com, so we can look into it. I would also like to send my Etsy customers to my GrooveKart store by offering a free download if they sign up. On Etsy, you can I've seen people link to their GrooveKart store from their Etsy store in their description. So Etsy has a way for you to put about us and things like that. Go look at some other stores on Etsy, and I've seen this before where people link to stores. You can also find us at ... You could say something like that. Sign up. Visit our main store and get a free yada yada yada. click here to visit today or something like that. Put it in your about us or something like that. There's two different sections in Etsy. I can't think off the top of my head, but there's two different sections in Etsy that allows you to do something similar. Let me see if I can find an example on Etsy real quick. Because yeah, if you have an Etsy store, that makes a lot of sense to get traffic because Etsy is full of traffic, right? Etsy is full of buyers. Etsy is full of people looking for stuff. So let's see. Let's just go to Etsy and let's just look at a store. I'm gonna share my screen to show you. All right, share screen. And this is where I would look if I'm looking at stores on Etsy. All right, so if we go here, let's just go to this one, this proper letter. I'm pretty sure. So here on Etsy, you have a place for a banner, okay? But it also has a place for announcements. So this one, they don't have much about themselves. Oh, so maternity leave shop announcement. Read more. So here it is. So right here, you have a place for announcements. So here is where you could put, where I've seen people link to their main store. So this is where in the announcement section, you go into your Etsy account and you could say something like, visit our main store website for a free download on ... and link to it there. Don't know how much traffic you're going to get, but if you're getting sales on Etsy and you're getting a lot of them, then by all means, I definitely would take the time to do that. So let me remove. All right. Let's see. Also, being able to purchase different sizes of the same time. Say a family wants to buy the same design. Yeah, I'm with this quantity with the quantity element in the upsell. When you upsell them an item, if you have the quantity element, you should be able to choose 7 of the same item, right? So, but the family wants to buy the same design. I get it. You want different sizes. That makes sense. I'm seeing where you're going with this, so I will double check with the developer, with our lead developer Max. He's the other product owner. We're both product owners, but he's the technical guy. I'm the guy just talking to you guys and being the middleman. So let's see what he says, okay? And I will think about that with him to figure something out. Okay, Rocket Growth says mornings are good. Let's see. I work on a high volume GrooveKart store where orders have multiple items. It's supposed to have the flyout cart. When working in the page builder, the add to cart action has tended to auto click back to default, redirect to checkout. Seems every time or near it, I always have to switch it back manually. Yeah, so let me go add to stream. The way to do this, it should not act up. If you go to pages in the builder and you go to checkout and choose edit settings, choose flyout cart and hit this little update, and you should be good. You shouldn't have to keep doing that. If you're doing that, if you're seeing this problem, I would document it. And now this is if you see the problem. Document what you do after you update it. Say, hey, I clicked flyout cart, and then I added a header, or I went here and added a section, or I added an element, or I added this block. Whatever it is you're doing, and it returned. Try to document the steps that you're taking where it starts happening again, so that we can, because it might be a minor bug, and because you are probably in your store more often than most GrooveKart users, you noticed it, right? So think about what you're doing, change it there in the builder, and then track your actions, to see when it happens again, if possible, so that we can identify maybe there is a bug there and we could fix it, okay? We are glad Paystack is live in GrooveSell. When is it coming to GrooveKart? Good question. I will have to double check with our lead developer. I'm assuming since we have the integration of GrooveMail coming, and we also have another feature where people will be able to share their store with people to paid customers. I wouldn't doubt Paystack would be coming probably by the end of next quarter. So I'm thinking most likely by the end of the year. Knowing our lead developer Max and his genius and the guys on his team, it's probably something they could figure out and add pretty fast. So don't quote me on it, but I will double check with him about Paystack because I wouldn't doubt that it's going to be added this coming year. All right, no problem, MJ. Are we going to do some work today? Today is just questions. All right. Hi there. Awesome. Okay. Does the slider give us the option to change the arrows? I didn't find this anywhere. The slider or the testimonial element have arrows for left and right. Let's go in here together because I've never edited the arrows for the slider. So let's go and look together. So let's just say I wanted to add a slider here. So let's go to media and let's add a slider. I'll drop the slider here. And we're going to add a slide. So we got the title, subtitle. There's the link, advanced styling. Let's just look at these settings first. The link style. Nope, subtitle. Okay, so if we go here, here's my first item. Slide 1. Edit. So it's just the title. Yeah. There's no way to change that. So I see what you're talking about. So you want to change the way. Let me just remove this. You want to change the actual slide icons. So let me go back. All right. So you want to change the arrows. Okay. So we don't have that. So I would definitely comment. Actually, email frank@groovedigital.com and frank@groovedigital.com and just remind me of this feature. Probably wouldn't be something they add right away because we are integrating, by the way, just so you know, we have coming down the pipeline. We're having improved checkout process, and we're also going to have Lulu integration for those of you that want to sell books, physical books. So we have Lulu integration coming. And we also have the ability for you to share a template of your store. So if you wanted to create a store, you could basically sell the look and feel and the designs of your store to somebody, and you could push that to somebody. So those are a few things coming down the road. So email frank@groovedigital.com and remind me about this feature so we can add it to the list. Is there a way to only load a page and not the whole store for speed? Well, I can tell you this. Our developers have been working on the speed, increasing the speed, improving it every month. So we have one developer that is focused on that when he's not working on other things. So he checks it every couple of weeks, and he's constantly working on minimizing the load times. If you want to, now, if you have only one product, you can set the product as the homepage. That's one way to load super fast just product page. That's if you just have one product. You could set that product, or let's say you have one selling product. You can set that product as the homepage if you wanted to maybe try that, if that's an option for you. Okay. Is your 10% off pop-up made with Klaviyo? Yes, the pop-up on if you go to mycatswag.com, you'll see a pop-up. We created that in our training last weekend. I believe it was last week. And we did that with Klaviyo. Okay. So that triggers immediately when someone visits the store. When we'll get Printify added, Printify, I believe is coming for, let's see, I believe the end of this quarter. Okay. All right. Our internet went down and I just turned on my mobile hotspot. So thank you, AT&T. Uh, uh, Internet's usually very fast here. AT&T went down, and so I had to think about it, and I turned on my mobile hotspot. So hopefully the mobile data is good. So let's go back and let's see where we lost you at. Okay. So thank you for your patience. That was weird. So yeah, so by the end of Q4, we should have Printify. Okay. So more profit would, yeah, Printify is awesome. They have a lot of good pricing with Printify, and they have a lot of cool options there. So let's see. Have you seen Pop Customs print on demand website? No, I have not. Pop Customs. If you guys want to email me stuff, feel free to email me. Like if you see different drop shipping platforms, or not platforms, but providers and things like that. If you know that they do a really good job, we're open to integrate with many people. But we also have public API. If you are a developer, if you have a company, build out an app to work with GrooveKart. Okay, you're going to have access to all these amazing people to want to start using your app. So you have ideas, suggestions, guys, you guys are welcome to email me those. Now, just know that, we want to eliminate all bugs. We want it to be super fast, and we want to make it to where our users get up and running with GrooveKart very fast. So those are some of the main goals, and we help you make money. So we can't add every feature, every bell and whistle. So that's why we have a public API, and eventually we're going to have the SDK and things like that, so people can build out apps for the platform. But if you have ideas, or if you have something you want to send me for a suggestion, by all means, just email me at frank@groovedigital.com. All right. Is there a way to add to cart but not go to the checkout, so the visitor stays on the current page and can keep shopping? Um, yeah, actually, no, there is. So if you enable the flyout cart, that'll actually just add it to the flyout cart. It'll pop out, and then they can close that pop out cart and keep shopping. Okay. Um, yeah. So if we go into the builder, let me share a screen. That's probably the easiest way I would do it. If we go into the builder, and if we are working on the product page, we have this add to cart, right? This add to cart is exactly what it is, right? If we click on this, it's telling us the element we're working on. It's the add to cart. So here, if you go to pages and go to checkout, edit settings, you can do redirect to checkout. That actually takes them straight to checkout, the flyout cart or the pop-up cart. Now let me show you what the pop-up cart looks like. So if I go like that, save it, and I go to my cat swag, let's see what that looks like. I never use it. I always use the flyout cart. So let's go here. And keep in mind, I changed to my mobile data, so this is it's a little bit slower. Let's just say we're going to buy this, and we're going to choose extra black, and then I add to cart, and see, there is the pop-up. I mean, that's pretty nice. So as you can see here, proceed to checkout, continue shopping. If I continue shopping, it goes away. So that is a really cool way for you to do it if you like that. Now, I never used it, but I kind of like that. That looks pretty nice. So let's do the flyout cart. If I choose flyout cart and save, and I refresh, here we are again. Now I want to get a pink one, and I want a large, and I add to cart. There is the flyout cart. And as you can see, it's the same thing. Proceed to checkout, continue shopping. If I continue shopping, it takes me here. I just found a bug. It should have not done that. Look at that, guys. So if I go here, add to cart, there it is. Let's proceed to checkout, see what happens. That's working, right? Looks good. So let's go back, and let's add another item. Okay, continue shopping. All right, cool. So I like these type of sessions because I like to find things because somebody else might run into that problem and we not know about it. So those are. Let me go back and remove the screen. Okay, so those are the options. So I like to float the pop-up. I actually kind of like that one. And so you could do that. They can continue shopping or check out. So yeah. Now, is there an element that has it there underneath it? Let's go back to the builder and see, because I don't think we have. If we go to product page and we go here and we go to add, we have related products, other cart, add to cart. So the add to cart button's already there. Okay. So this is instant checkout, quantity selector, product bundle. So I think in the future, what we will have is a way for you to have that option right in the button, right? So you'll have an option where it has it right there, and there's nothing that needs to be popped up. Okay, I know what you're talking about. So we will think about how to add that. Let's see. Way you don't talk about Facebook. We've talked about Facebook. I haven't shown how to run Facebook ads or anything until we get a volunteer, because I'd like to do this where we have someone volunteer and I can show you the basics of Facebook advertising. We're going to cover the first, we are going to cover advertising, just basic ad setup. We're going to cover TikTok for sure, and most likely Google display ads, and then possibly Snapchat, and then Facebook. But I need your guys' help because I don't have an active Facebook ads account. Okay. One day, about 2 years ago, I had 2 Facebook accounts and didn't know it wasn't allowed. And I had one for advertising that I used, and then that I was sharing with a partner. We were doing ads together. And then it went dormant and I didn't use it for years. And then I started using it again. And then I made the mistake of adding my phone number to 2 Facebook accounts. And so they deactivated my account due to identity or something like that. So I don't have a Facebook account. So I need someone to volunteer their Facebook account that's a business Facebook, so we can share their screen and do show you the basics of Facebook ads. If you have GrooveCart, you want to have an affiliate in Groove, what is the best way to transfer? Do you have to recreate a funnel? I believe GrooveCart is just, isn't it just like JVZoo? You copy and paste some code and you can make any page an affiliate program. If that's the case, then I would say, now if it's not, if it's actually, you have to build your pages in GrooveCart and then set up the program, then yeah, you'd have to recreate the funnel. So that's the thing, right? If you have your funnels in different platforms, typically you are going to have to recreate them for sure. I think that was a response to my front page build. Okay. TikTok, do you know about live, what people do on live TikTok? No. Yeah, you can go live if you're able to and showcase your products. I know of people that go live on Facebook and just sell their stuff, like they'll sell the designs. Now, a lot of them are like people just selling fashion and things like that, and they'll try on the shirts and things like that. But I mean, try something new. I mean, you never know. If you want to put yourself out there, if you're willing to do things others aren't, that's usually going to help you. Okay, when it comes to business, is there a place for Groove Academy? Any dead links, always report them if you can. You can send them to me. Just send them to frank@groovedigital.com. If you're clicking around and you find dead links that aren't working, feel free to send them to me. I'll notify our support to edit those pages and those links. And Groove Digital Academy, there is no official Groove Digital Academy right now, because what we have is access to all of our previous trainings and sections. So if you go to GrooveDigitalAcademy.com, I believe that's the domain, you will see the different classes, the different trainings that we have there, and which ones you have access to, because you can access to each one of them and it'll show you whether you have access to them or not. Do all the YouTube videos in this training series that we are in right now have transcripts, so we can easily find what we're looking for? Actually, no, none of them have transcripts. I believe that would be something I would have to require from our marketing team to do that, and that'd be up to our CMO to assign someone to do that. So, but in the coming weeks and months, like I said, I'm gonna start being, I'm gonna start doing, I'm gonna do the tour video, then I'm gonna have a checklist, and then I'm gonna start because since we've had so many visual updates to the builder and things like that, things have changed. I have to recreate a lot of these trainings, and I'm going to do them in little chunks. We do settings in one video, then we do pixel in another video, then we do analytics in another video, and then we do upsells in another video, and just go like that. Okay. Let's see. Yay, Lulu. I can't wait. Yeah, so Lulu is going to be for people that want to sell books, right? Or paperback, hardback, etc. So thank you guys for being patient, and for being patient for the internet going out earlier. Let's see. We need more languages. Yes, yes. It's coming back. AT&T was good, become such a pain. Okay. Will you add A/B split testing in the GrooveKart in the future? There's a lot of third-party split testing softwares out there that, like one of the ones that you can use, it would probably be the easiest. It's not super expensive. Is Visual Website Optimizer. That's Visual Website Optimizer. You can add some code to your site, and you can change things on the fly. And for ease of use and getting up and running quick for a split test, I recommend to do something like that. As far as split testing in GrooveKart, Shopify doesn't even have that, so I'm pretty sure our co-founders will probably say, no, that's probably not something we want to add. I was just looking to start Facebook ads. Yes. Let's see. What do you suggest to submit to Facebook, Google, etc. data in the embed codes area, or through the app manager, or both? Oh, so this is, you're talking about for the embed code. Yeah, I would, if you know Google Tag Manager, then just use Tag Manager for all of that. Related to the Facebook Pixel, Snapchat, TikTok. If not, you can just do each individually in the embed code section area. I would just do it like that, so that you don't have to go try to learn a new thing like Google Tag Manager if you're not familiar with it. Like me, I'm a novice when it comes to Tag Manager. I'm a marketer. I'm a guy that has an idea. I put it to action. I throw money at it. I do a test. If it starts working, I scale up. That's the kind of thing. I'm not very technical when it comes to these things. I know how to look at the reports and understand, oh, I spent $100 here, but I made back 400 and I profited too. If I'm profiting, I'm going to go with it. You know what I mean? I'm not, very scientific or nerdy when it comes to this stuff. And I've been able to do very well. So it's a webinar I want to transfer. Yeah. So I would, Michelle, I would definitely look into that, whether or not, if your platform is something where you have to build out the whole thing, then yeah, most likely you are going to have to transfer the funnel. And Layer App, I'm getting notice to add a payment method under account settings. Okay, so email me this, take a screenshot of it. I will remember to look at it right now. But Layer is being updated right now. The high top and the low top shoes should work. Okay, all the other items they're working on updating, but the high top and low tops are working. Send me a screenshot of where you see this to frank@groovedigital.com so I can let the developers know about that. Are you planning on adding a more advanced reviews app that shows review summary, numbers of reviews, and sorting of reviews? I believe at the beginning of next year, we're going to go back and update this app to make it a little bit more robust. All right, where do customers go to put in a review for your product? So you have to turn on the reviews app, and then make sure you have a reviews section on your product page. Let me just show you. So if you go here and you go to the product page, make sure you have a review section like this. If I click these three dots, you'll see that it says products reviews. Okay. If you have that on your product page, every product will have every product page will have a way for someone to leave a review, and then and that's it. People can go back and leave a review on any product, and then you can actually go to apps, app manager, and then you can edit these settings for the product reviews. So if you go here to product reviews, and here you can edit these settings for the reminder settings and the general settings. Okay. So you want to have that turned on, and you want to edit those settings so that they work how you want them. Okay. You can add a reminder and go in there, enable, and things like that. All right. So let me remove that. Did you check the embed code from last week? Not sure what you mean. Did you check the embed code from last week? Really not sure what that means. What's your email again? frank@groovedigital.com. So let me just type it in here. Anything related to GrooveKart, if you have suggestions, things like that. Now, remember, we can't make every app that is suggested, but if you do run into problems, issues, if you're having trouble with something specific like that with the platform that you know that is affecting other people, then by all means, let us know so that we can get you helped out. Okay. Let's see. All right. Thank you. Great day, Jeremy. Appreciate it. Are there any other questions? I know we lost about 3 minutes when my internet went down. Any other questions related to GrooveKart? I will hang out here for a second and see if we have any other questions. I recommend, like always, you can't break anything. I recommend having a demo. That's why it pays to be upgraded. A demo store that you can play around and test with stuff. You can play with the builder. You can test different ideas that you have for product pages. You can test ideas that you might have for layouts, and have a demo store to do that so that you can, have your official store, but then the demo store is where you do your testing and your tweaking and looking at what works better, what looks better. Okay. And that's the beautiful thing about that, because if you have your e-commerce store at another platform, you're paying monthly for that platform, and you can't really have something that you test with and you get better with and you play around with. They don't give you that option. So okay, the buy button embed code, it isn't working. Okay, on Groove pages. I had a user using it 2 days ago, and he made a little video from it. It was working. So do me a favor, email me your URL, email me what Groove store you're using, meaning your GrooveKart store, your subdomain.groovekart, and the page you have it on. Email me that to Frank at Groove Digital so we can look at it and we can get the support guys to help you with that. All right. All righty. Thank you, guys. We appreciate this. I wish there was more tech staff like you. Thank you for the session. Thank you, guys. We appreciate it. We're here for you. If you haven't already done so, make sure you're upgraded with groove.cm. When it comes to GrooveKart, one of the reasons why is you're going to save on fees. Another reason why is you're going to launch a store every 7 days instead of every 30. Coming down the pipeline soon, you'll be able to push a store to somebody. So you'll be able to sell your stores, right? You get really good at this stuff. You can set up a niche store, 50 products centered around funny fishing shirts. Set it up, spend a weekend setting it up, and then sell it for $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. Okay. So you want to be upgraded. And of course, you can email more people with Groove Mail. Coming soon will be Groove Mail and GrooveKart integration. And so there's, plus you get 40% commissions if you want to be an affiliate. There's many, many, many reasons. You can do unlimited blogs, unlimited Groove videos, and things like that. So there's many reasons why you want to be upgraded. So if you're still on the fence, make sure you get upgraded. So with that being said, thank you, guys. We appreciate you. And thank you for being part of the Groove family. We will see you next week, same time, 10 a.m. Eastern. And have a great day. Make today happen and do something today to move your business forward. This is Frank. We'll talk to you soon. One more question. Let's see. Do you have a timeline for the integration? So the next integration that's coming is Lulu, and then being able to push a store template to a user, whether they're paid or free. So in other words, you can set up your store. You can even pass them your designs, and you'll be able to push that as a template to a user. Okay. And that's coming as well. So those two things are coming, as well as streamlined and improved checkout. Okay, because one of the main goals we have is to increase the checkout process, to make it better, so that people can check out on your stores faster and you make more money. The GrooveMail integration should be coming before the end of the year. Okay, this is something that Mike Filsane wants, one of our co-founders, and I'm pretty sure it's going to happen before the end of the year. So thank you guys. We appreciate you guys. We will see you on the next training session. Bye-bye.